What up? What up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody let me know if you can hear me or not. The like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, that's what's up. All right, we about to get started. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I want to discuss a few things before we get started. Few things. Few things. So first off, let's take care of business. If I can find my phone, we still at $65 in the Cash App. The g- the goal is $100 before the night over with. So between this stream and next stream, the goal is $35. So let's do this. Let's do 20 and 15. So 20 now, and if I go live tonight, which I probably will, we'll do 15. That'll be the 35. So the goal for me to stay on 2 hours is $20 via Cash App or PayPal, preferably, so we can reach our $100 Cash App or PayPal goal. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. If we count super chats and super stickers, $25 to keep me on 2 hours. Hold on, let me take this call. I'm gonna play some other video and then I'm gonna take this call.
We have to listen to this type of advice.
Be the most useless you can be as a woman.
This might be an ouchy one, but we're going to go for it. Right, when people break up, men and women deal with these things very differently. For some reason, men tend to deal with their breakups 4-ish months later. 3 months it starts kicking in, 4 months they're like, oh yeah, ow, that really does hurt, and then they reach out to their ex. Whereas women, we tend to feel the feels straight away, and we deal with it, and it does take a while, and we cry and we get it all out, but then when it gets to that 4-month mark, we're starting to feel a little bit better. When those guys reach out and they're like, hey, can we meet up? And we're like, ooh, the door isn't flat closed, but it's pretty much there. We go meet them anyway, just to see what they've got to say, in case they've said that they've had 4 months of therapy, they've read all these books, they're in a really good place, and they show us what we've been missing. And then the meet happens. Now listen, guys, unless you're coming in hot and you're telling us, not just telling us, but there's proof in the pudding that you have been reading those books, you have been going to therapy.
No, or absolutely not. You don't even need to worry about that, because him coming back later, that's just in your head. That's what you hope, and that's what you tell yourself at night when you're alone. Not only that, he's gonna come back, but he also had 2 years of therapy in just this summer. He's gone. Get over yourself and move on. As for the rest of us watching, I know it's not number 10 yet, but let us all have a laugh.
Any high value woman, the one that you feel got away, the one that you lost, is not going to take you back because her values are too high.
No, because you will tell a guy 50 times, like, hey, I am unhappy, and if something doesn't change, then I'm gonna leave. Then you'll tell him the exact reason why you're unhappy and give him the tools to fix the situation. He will not. You will leave. And then he's sitting there like, blindsided much? Like, I did not see that coming at all. You gave me no warning. And you're just like, what is going on?
I've heard you the first time and I was praying you're gonna keep your word, but usually at the 20th time I gave up all hope. So no, when it comes to the 50th time, when you actually do leave, it's not surprise, it's relief.
The guy that I have been seeing for the past 2 months decided to stop seeing me, and he said he got the ick from something so crazy. I don't know how to process. I don't. So again, we have been going out for 2 months. This happened last week. He was staying over at my place. I cannot stress enough how much of a normal girl I am, by the way. I can't be more basic. He was staying over in my room, and I was in the bathroom, and I came back and I noticed that he was kind of like wandering around, peeking into my drawers, and he opened up the drawer full of my bird beaks. And he looked like seriously concerned. I'm like already confused because he had sisters, so I don't know why he's confused. And he asked me, he's like, are these bird beaks? And I go, yeah. I got them off of the dead birds on the side of the road, like every other woman in this country does.
Yeah, she's normal. I also cannot stress enough how normal she is. I mean, what normal person doesn't have drawers in their home? It's not like you're supposed to have underwear and maybe t-shirts and socks in your drawer. Question for everyone just listening. Why do we work on Earth defenses? Shouldn't we work on maybe a huge magnet to attract the meteors and, I don't know, whatever else may come?
25, well, 20, well, fuck it. $25 live stream goal for me to stay on 2 hours. Preferably Cash App or PayPal. We $35 away from the Cash App goal. Um, I got a few things I want to talk about before we get into the stereotypical ridiculous nonsense. Um, so bear with me. Everybody tap in, tap in. Shout out to Spirit. Shout out to Lucky. Shout out to Blue Steel. If you here still. Shout out to Hezo. Divine Photos, what up? Okay. So let me tell you about a story. Life turned down, upside down. Okay. I know a woman who's basically 50-ish. She's in the I ain't even gonna say she's 50. Well, I already said she's 50. But let's just say this. She's over 45. Let's just put it like that. I don't want to say her exact age, but over 45 for context. Um, and I was talking to her about her dating life. It's crazy. I've been on 20 minutes and nothing has happened in the stream yet. She was talking to me about her dating life. And she basically was asking me, initially, she was asking me, what do I think is wrong with her dating wise? And I said what it was. And she said what she thought her issues may be or what she thought guys may see wrong with her. Okay. And it was the stereotypical shit you would hear from a 45-plus-year-old single black woman. Walls up, bitter, standoffish, cold. I mean, I don't even need to. You already know. You've heard this story 10 trillion times before. But let me put this out there. She's good looking. She's fit. Like on paper, she got a good job, good looking and fit. On paper, she's a high value woman. If women were judged off of what a man is judged on, she would be a high value woman. Like on paper, she a high value woman. She's a top tier woman, far as just those markers, looks, fitness, good job. But obviously, those other negative things that we just spoke about that she said about herself is what makes her technically a low value woman in a sense on the dating market. So anyway, I was trying to explain to her that just the fact that you're over 45 and single on the dating market is the red flag in itself. The fact that you've never been married, over 45 and single, looking cute and being fit, that is the red flag. That's what I was trying to explain to her. She was being a good sport. I'll give it to her. She was being a good sport. Um, um, and I was also explaining to her that when men get over 45, we're not interested in a relationship no more. We've been there, done that. We saw behind the curtain. We saw that the Wizard of Oz was just some nigga in a chair, so to speak, or the Wizard of Oz was just some, bitch in a chair. Basically, what I'm saying is, we don't believe in the relationship fairy tale white picket fence shit no more after 40. We've been there, done that. We know it's a myth. We ain't interested no more in a relationship, generally speaking. Obviously, there's exceptions, but let's be real. Let's be real about this. The type of man who would be interested in starting a life, building a life with a 45-plus-year-old woman, he's so green and naive and clueless about women. The fact that he even still want this shows that he's green and naive and probably a little bit of a beta.
Beta. No. I'm an alpha. Beta. Oh, because I tell you why. Beta.
It's a sign of being a beta male.
I didn't know that. Beta. What, beta?
So I was telling her, like, men over this age, they either gonna be a player for life and that's no bullshitting, or they're gonna be a beta who's still believing in some fake fairy tale of that it's gonna be some dream of a relationship and this gonna be my queen and we're gonna get the house and the white picket fence, like some goofy shit at this point. Or there's another type of guy who's single over 45 on the dating market. Well, let me break it down real quick. I gotta play this meme.
She gotta play it for life, and that's no bullshit.
I would say there's three type of guys who are single over 45 on the dating market. No, it might be four. Let's break it down. The one one archetype is just a guy who's a complete fucking loser. And I'm not saying that based on how I judge men, but just based on what women are interested in, he would be deemed a straight fucking loser. Might be a cool guy. I might hang out with him, have a glass of wine. Well, that sounds gay, but I'd have a beer with him. I don't drink beer, that's why I said wine. But then when I said it, it sounded gay. Um, he might be a cool guy to have a drink with, but based on what women are interested in, he would be considered a straight fucking loser.
A lot of these men are sticking their eggplants down the throat of Billy's mouth.
So that's one type of guy, 45 and single. Or let's just say, yeah, 45 and up and single. The next type of guy is the guy who he's already been through a couple of divorces. He's already been through the fucking ringer, child support court, divorce court, and some more shit. He is over it. He is fucking over it. Completely. Like, I'm just about to go fishing, go to work. I'm about to go fishing, go to work, hang out with friends. He's just not on it. Can somebody type something in the chat? I'm trying to see if it pop up on my TV or is something off. Somebody type something in the chat. I think it still work on my TV. Somebody just type anything in the chat. But anyway. So yeah, he's been through the ringer. He's basically MGTOW at this point. If a chick want to come over on Mondays and Wednesdays, fine, but he's over any type of serious relationship. Been there, done that. I'm cool. Live out, little fuck buddy at best. That's the other guy that's single over 45 on the date market. And then there's two other guys. These two guys are no, okay, two other guys. The third guy is the guy who's 45 and up, single on the dating market, and he still believes the dream. He still believes he gonna find this queen, they're gonna get together, they're gonna scratch each other back and live happily ever after and drink coffee and laugh at jokes. And he still believes in the fairy tale. He's 45 up and single, and he's still gonna try to get the fairy tale. And that's essentially this guy.
Beta. I am no. I'm an alpha. Beta. Oh, because I tell you why.
Beta. It's a sign of being a beta male.
I didn't know that.
Beta. Beta.
Okay, so that's the third guy, 45 plus, single on the dating market. Now the fourth guy is the player for life, and that's no bullshitting. He just trying to get it where he live, get it how he live. He manipulating, maybe not always, but you know, what did I say? It's four guys. It might be five. So the last two guys, it might be five guys, 45 and up on the date mark. So the last two guys are this. You got the scumbag player type. He's gonna use any methods possible to fuck a bitch. I mean, I guess this might be a T Orlando. He gonna lie to fuck a bitch. He gonna steal to fuck a bitch. He gonna fuck your wife. He gonna manipulate, lie, steal, cheat, whatever to get the pussy. And then I'm gonna do it again tomorrow to another bitch. I'm gonna keep this bitch strung along over here and keep that bitch strung along over there. I'm gonna sneak with this nigga wife over here. He's just a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But he's handsome and tall, so he can get away with it with the bitches. And the last guy is how can I put it? He's the honest, honorable player in a sense. He ain't gonna lie about shit. He ain't gonna cheat. He ain't gonna steal. It's like, look, I'm tall and handsome and got a couple dollars, and I'm out here fucking hoes. I'm not out, and I'm doing it with, to some degree, I'm doing it with some type of character involved. Everybody know about everybody. Everybody know I'm not their boyfriend. I'm not lying, deceiving, manipulating, nothing. I'm honest and upfront. You know? So really none of those options are the guy that women are looking for over 40 or over 30. None of those five archetypes are really necessarily what washed up women are looking for. And if the guy that they're looking for, I'll explain the guy they're looking for. And if he does exist, it's so fucking he's 0.00001%. They're looking for the high value man. Because we're gonna get into this. This is a long story. Y'all probably don't want to hear me talk, but fuck it. You can tell me to shut up whenever and maybe I'll cut it short. They're looking for the high value man, tall and handsome, who believes in the fairy tale enough to give her the fairy tale, but also alpha enough to know the fairy tale is bullshit and alpha enough to keep this bitch in check. See, that's not the other guy that believe in the fairy tale. The other guy is wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. He fully is committed to the fairy tale. They want the tall, handsome, high-value man who cares enough to kind of give her the fairy tale, but they want him to be educated about bitches and about life enough to know essentially the fairy tale is bullshit. I'm just doing you a solid by moving in and living with you, but I know the game for real, for real. But I play along. I like you. I love you. Whatever. I play along with it a little bit, but I'm still gonna keep your ass in check too. So essentially, they want the best of the safe, secure beta with the best of the unpredictable alpha. And if that is a guy that exists, like I said, it's 0.0000001%. And so essentially, it's just not gonna fucking happen. So this woman that I know who's over 45, I told her at some point in the conversation, I said, look, this ideal guy that you're trying to explain to me, it's not gonna fucking happen. I didn't say it like this, but I essentially said, look, just forget dating then. Just fucking forget dating. If that's what you holding out for, just fucking forget it. So as the conversation progressed, she was telling me how people aren't coming up to her anymore. And we hear that in this space. Women complaining about guys aren't hollering anymore. And you gotta understand, like I said, this woman is attractive. Men have been up her ass since she was 12 years old. See, and this is why I say there's 5 walls of female failure. And to break it down again, I know y'all tired of hearing it, and I forgot damn near what it was. Okay, so I would say, what was it? Hold on, bear with me. What did I say? 18. What did I say? 21. Let's say 18, 18, 23, 25. No, 18, 23, 30. There we go. So the 5 walls of female failure are 18, because to me, you missed the high school sweetheart boat. I think I'm getting this right. So that's why that's a wall. You missed the high school sweetheart boat. The second wall is 23 because you missed the college sweetheart boat. And then 30, we obviously know we know why 30 is the wall. Then 40 is the wall because to me, I'll just say 40 is the wall because kids are pretty much off the table at that point. You can still make an argument at 45, 46, maybe a miracle can happen or something. Or no, I'm sorry. You can still make an argument that it could still be worth it to have a kid with a bitch. I'm not going to make that argument. When she's, 35, 36, it's still time a little bit. We got one more try. But 40, that fertility shit is over with. So that's why that's a wall. And then to me, 50 is that sex appeal shit is over with at 50. Some women can still try to pull it. I'm 45, but I'm still sexy. You can still, but to me at 50, you just 50. I don't care how good you look. You a half a fucking century old. No more babies, menopause, 50. That's so I would say menopause and the whole I'm sexy argument is the reason why 50 is the final wall. You're menopausal, can't have babies, you ain't sexy no more. It's just over, hard lined. It's just over. It ain't really no argument you could make at that point. And like when a bitch 40, she could still say like, I'm still sexy and I can still act feminine. Like there's still a little bit of an argument left. The last little ounce of orange juice in the carton left to try to make some type of argument that you would be desirable to be in a relationship with in your 40s. There's still a little orange juice left. After 50, it's just no fucking argument. So those are the 5 walls of female failure. So let me bring this up before I forget in this conversation that I had with this 45 plus year old woman. Um, and I need y'all to tap in with me on this in the comment section. What age do you think a woman loses her youthful beauty? Now, a woman could be beautiful at 35, 40, it's possible. But when does she lose that youthful beauty? I have my opinion, but I want to know what y'all think. Because obviously, a woman can still be beautiful at 30. Even if she don't look young no more, she still can look beautiful. But I'm asking about a specific type of beauty. You know, when they say men like youth and beauty, when does that youthful beauty go bye-bye? Can you let me know in the comment section? No. I'm gonna give us some time to answer. Okay, I got one answer in the chat. I was hoping to get more than that, but I'll say what my opinion is. In my opinion, when a woman can clearly not be mistaken for a 20-year-old, she's lost her youthful beauty. Whatever point that is. When I could look at a woman in the daylight, we just in the middle of daylight outside on a sunny day, and I could look at her and tell instantly she is 1000% not a 20-year-old anymore. To me, that's when a woman loses her youthful beauty. When I cannot mistake her for a 20-year-old anymore. I'm sure that's a controversial take. Now let's be clear. There's some 25-year-olds that I may mistake for a 20-year-old, where there's like a gray area, like, oh, is she 20? Is she 25? I don't know. As long as there's an argument to be made that, oh, she might be 20, then she still has her youthful beauty. But once it's clear as fucking day that there's no way in hell she's 20, to me, the youthful beauty is gone. So even if that happens at, if she look, if I'm not mistaking her in any way for 20, even at 23, then her youthful beauty is gone at 23. If she don't look nothing like a 20-year-old at all at 22, then she lost her youthful beauty at 22. It can happen at any age. So I'm curious what y'all think about that. But anyway, back to the woman I was talking to. This is why I say there's 5 walls of female failure. Now, let's say the mental wall happens for most women between about 25 to 30. Somewhere in that range is when they hit the mental wall, depending on how wild their 20s were. I'm gonna stick with 25. I would say most women hit the mental wall at 25. It's the point where they realize, like, okay, something's not going right. I'm not married. I haven't already been with somebody for 3 or 4 years consistently by this point. Like, I'm clearly failing in some type of way on the dating market. Like, I'm 25, 26. I've had nothing but failure in dating since I was 15. They start to think like, okay, well, something might be wrong here. That's when it first start to kind of hit them, or it first start to kind of hit them like, oh, me just hooking up with guys at the bar and club. This ain't gonna go nowhere. When they have the epiphany. I mean, Rolo Tomasi called it the epiphany stage. I think he say about 27, 28. I would say 25. When they genuinely start to think about their future. Like, wait a minute. This ain't gonna work out if I keep staying on this path. And then 30 is like panic mode. Like I'm panicked. Like I got to get this shit together. They like even though they have the mental, wall at 25, they worry about, but they ain't too worried about it because they still look fairly young. They still having fun. They still get dates, free food. So they think about it sometimes, but they ain't tripping like that. At 30, 35, now they're tripping and panicking hard and having like a crisis about this shit, like legit. Okay. So then keep in mind, throughout their 30s, they've noticed a decline at 35. So like, I'm not getting hollered at as much, but they still getting hollered at like a lot still kind of at 35. 30, 35, if they look halfway decent, they still getting a lot of attention. I just say throughout their whole 30s, if they kept themselves up for the most part, they still getting a fair amount of attention. Now 40, see, I don't even know how to explain this panic. When they hit the 40 mark, 40 is when they're like, "Oh shit, how can I put this? 40 to 50 is when they realize to some extent like me being hot stuff is kind of over with. Like my childbearing years are over. So it's a different type of panic. This is like this is kind of like the depressed point where it's like it's kind of over. It's when they realize that the fairy tale that I had in my mind, that's over with. But the fairy tale I had in my mind at 2025, that's just hard lined over at 40. And like me having a kid, that's kind of dead at this point too. So that 40 is when they know that a big part of their dream is just fucking dead. But they're still not in settling mode quite yet. They've realized that, okay, I'm not getting that 25-year-old dream, but let me tweak the dream a little bit. It's still some unrealistic shit. At 40, they had the epiphany like, oh, damn, my 25-year-old dream officially dead. But hold up, I can still get a B-level dream. I might not get the A-level dream now that I'm 40 and I can't have kids and I'm older and shit, but I can still get a B-level dream. They still holding on to the B-level dream at 40. If I go and see, they think if I go to the gym, if I keep my body tight, I mean, I got a good job, I got my own house, I can still pull. I'm still, I'm still working with something. They can still convince themselves at 40 that they still working with something, and they can still pull out a B at the absolute last second, pull out a B-level dream, B-level dream guy. But yeah, that's still a depressed, harsh wall that they hit at 40. You know what I mean? Now, see, when they start to get now, here's another thing at 40. 40 is that level where she noticed a drop off in attention from 25 to 35. She's noticed it. It was noticeable, but not nothing crazy. Once she hit 40, 42, she's noticing a big drop off in attention and dudes trying to holler. And that is just crushing to their fucking ego that they've developed since they were 15. It's crushing. She's noticed a big drop off at that point. And this is when she's calling people she knows, talking about, why don't dudes approach no more? Because you're 40. That's why dudes don't approach no more. And no matter how good you look at 40, sometimes you could just look at a bitch face and say, that's an older woman. She looks good for her age, but that is just clearly an older woman. I'll holler to get some pussy, but and honestly, even the hollering to get some pussy is probably rare after 40. Hold on. I'm about to play another video. I got a call.
It's time to stop sitting around doing nothing, okay? When you're this sexy, smart, and hot, right? It's time to put that energy into starting your own business and making your own money, because we don't want to rely on men that could just get up and leave at any moment they want. You know, you walk into your bedroom and he's there with the receptionist from what, do you know what I mean? Okay, so we need to start our own business, make our own money, do our own shit, okay? This is your sign to start it now.
Oh yeah, with that vocabulary and that brain, I bet she is a businesswoman already. I'll bet you everything I own she is the CEO of her own OF account. Make your own money because men, alright? How about you make your own money because of you want your own money? Can you ever do, say or think about anything other than men? Oh, I make my own coffee in the morning because men. Here I was thinking they all really love themselves like they say, but it's not only that they don't, because they really can't and don't even know how. It's not even about loving themselves, it's more about despising or hating men more than they would ever try to love themselves.
If you aren't very good at working out in the beginning stages of what is actually a red flag versus a green flag, like me, I used to think that when a man was always wanting to spend his time with me, especially like in the beginning when we were starting to get to know each other, I thought that was a green flag. It's not. It really isn't. A safe love or a safe new exploration of a relationship is slow. It is not all in, obsessive, I'm so crazy about you. When you are so used to being love bombed, which, hello,
Goodbye? Ah, no, wait. You look the way you look, and that means that. No, but seriously, what is it with all these single mothers thinking they are in any shape, type, or form the ones that they should give others dating advice? The entire point of dating is to find a long term relationship. And with you being a single mother and going on a bunch of dates, sleeping with a bunch of random men, doesn't make you an expert in dating and makes you a failure.
I'm going to share a piece of advice with you that a therapist gave me about 6 months ago when I was in a situation where I just could not see clearly, and this brought me right to. Set the stage. You're in a movie theater. The movie that you're watching is a romance. The entire movie is about you and your relationship. You are seeing it from day one all the way to the end, but you don't know it's about you. You're watching every single little thing that's happened in your relationship, but again, you don't know that this is about you and your relationship. Are you rooting for the couple and thinking that they're soulmates and they're meant to be and you love them together and you want them to be together in the end and you'll be just in turmoil if they're not? Or are you sitting there going, oh, open your eyes. This is not the one. This is not it. You guys should not be together. Absolutely not. Who are you rooting for? And think about Love Island. If you were to go on there and that...
Oh, the horror simply never ends with this one. First it's her therapist, now it's Love Island. I'm gonna let you guys respond to this lunatic because all I know is I would not be in that theater. Oh, but Phil, but it's a romance movie. Exactly.
You are so close to the version of yourself that you've always wanted to be. Your life could be completely different by 2026, just over 100 days from now. And if you want this, it starts with knowing who you are becoming. And these are 3 steps that are going to change the game. Number 1 is building your character blueprint. Literally as if you were like creating a Sims character. You're going to want to get very clear on who it is that you want to be by 2026. What do they look like? How do they carry themselves? How do they dress? Maybe you want to build a Pinterest board around this. What are their values? What are their routines? What are their passions? What are their hobbies? What do they read? What do they watch? What are their long-term goals?
Yeah, and the only problem with that is it's not sustainable. It's nothing different from New Year's resolutions. Oh, I'm gonna join a gym this year, and gyms are always crowded on January 1st and empty on January 2nd. But I've noticed a pattern here. Attractive ladies or somewhat attractive ladies say stuff like that. And then there's this other type of ladies.
Also getting a lot of comments, let's not dehumanize men. Oh my god, you have lost the plot. Oh my god. Okay, let me calm down. For centuries, they moronically build this system.
When I turned 18, I remember being so upset that I wasn't going to be able to use the I'm a minor excuse on grown men who would hit on me anymore.
Notice how there's no female loneliness epidemic? We're like going back to school and becoming the most educated we've ever been in all of history.
Yeah, and yet you still say stuff like that.
Nothing scares me, freaks me out, makes me want to run away than a jealous girl. Like, jealousy literally makes girls horrendous. Come on, guys. Seriously. Like, if you see someone that is absolutely beautiful and you feel bad about yourself, that's a you thing. Don't try and tear them down because you don't feel good. Compliment them. Use them as inspo. If someone's doing really well in life or has a really cool job or, you know, has a cool partner or whatever, clap for other people. Clap for other girls. Stop tearing other girls down. Stop using your weird little insecurities as a projection onto other people to be mean, to exclude people. Like, no. Build other girls up. If they're beautiful, if they're successful, if they're whatever, clap for them. Seriously. Like,
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now let's get into the video.
As much as I want to be one, I'm not a girl's girl. And I hope that I can become a girl's girl someday, but right now, I would be lying if I said I'm a girl's girl and I support other women and I feel so much joy and happiness for other women when I see them succeeding. Unfortunately, I don't. Unfortunately, I have the patriarchy so ingrained within me that I feel such a strong sense of like envy and jealousy. Like when I see, I don't know, like when I see a pretty girl post on Instagram who like maybe I knew or I went to school with, like I have to be the prettiest, you know what I mean? You don't know what I mean probably because this is insane. I hope you don't know what I mean. And I would love to grow out of this. I'm 25. Maybe this is something I grow out of with age. I don't know. I also was raised by a mother who was very, very judgmental. Like everywhere we went, very judgmental. Like I think that she also ingrained some of this into me, like to constantly be being jealous of other women and like picking apart other women and like constantly having to be better than them. Like I have to be the prettiest, I have to be the smartest, like constantly having to be like the best person in the room, right? I want to escape this so bad. Like literally, how do I do that?
You go apologize to your father for your mom's behavior and then maybe he'll give you some pointers. Or just admit that you're a horrible person and stop blaming it on patriarchy or anyone else. What you're talking about has nothing to do with that and has nothing to do with being a girl's girl or not. Most likely you're jealous of the girls you've been in high school with posting on Instagram because you've peaked in high school. And right now at 25 you've got nothing going for you. And obviously taking gender studies in college didn't help either.
I think this is why there's a male loneliness epidemic. Like, I'm serious. I need to look more into the research, but there's a lot out there around men just being lonely and how this is rising in recent times. Now, I think the reason that a lot of my content recently about dating and relationships has kind of popped off on TikTok is because at the end of the day, human beings are wired to crave love and connection. So my podcast, Everyday Endorphins, is focused on finding things in life that bring you joy and like happiness and well-being. But our relationships are actually like fundamental to our mental health and to our overall well-being and life satisfaction. So it's no wonder that anything related to relationships, dating, etc., like is incredibly relevant when it comes to happiness. It's just funny because like this is not a dating podcast. I don't have a dating platform, but clearly there's a discourse about this and like men are struggling per this comment, women are struggling. Everyone is struggling here and it's like, I don't know.
So you started talking about dating in previous videos as well, and your answer is, I don't know. Well, fair enough. And also in your defense, you're exactly like the 99% of the dating coaches on TikTok. Let's listen to what you've said. There's a male loneliness epidemic. I mean, sure if you say so, but wouldn't that mean that there is also a female loneliness epidemic? At some point in your video, you said men are struggling, women are struggling, and yet we only have a male loneliness. You think that is a problem that will affect us both, and yet there is no article written about women loneliness. Why do you think that is?
Have you ever noticed that there's a type of person, and this is more common in women, in my opinion, but every single platform they stand for, not a shred of empathy, stand for the most inhumane policies because, I don't know, their daddy told them so.
No, that will be their mothers. And in the last few days with the most recent events, the most disgusting creatures that you won't be able to find in the animal kingdom came out of TikTok celebrating a man's life being lost. I'm not going to show any of those videos because I'm pretty sure you've seen them around. And also I'm not going to give them the time of day, but I will run a conspiracy theory by you and maybe you'll let me know what you think. There's a book that was being sold on Amazon that is no longer anywhere to be found and you see the title on the screen. And sure, you can say, well, Amazon is selling books, what's wrong with this one? And that would be a fair question, except in this case, this book was published on September 9th. Am I going crazy, or is there something I'm missing?
Here's the psychology behind why insecure people are so mean. People often mistake meanness as strength when actually it comes from a place of insecurity, just in case you didn't know. So there are two things that are happening when somebody is mean to you, and the first one is projection. Insecure people tend to carry feelings of shame and self-criticism, and instead of working on that, they tend to project that onto other people. You can usually spot this because if somebody feels unattractive, they are the first person to comment on somebody else's flaws. Or if they feel inferior in any way, then they'll just mock somebody else's intelligence. You get the picture. It's not because they see the flaws in you, it's because they can't tolerate their own flaws within them. The second thing is being mean is a defense mechanism. If I attack you first, then that reduces the risk of you attacking me. If I feel small inside, then I'm going to make you feel smaller outside. Of course, this doesn't excuse their behavior, but their meanness is just a way to manage their unbearable feelings of inadequacy. When we're on the receiving end of meanness, it's very easy to take this on and internalize it. But psychology says that when somebody is mean, it says way more about them than it does you.
Well, at least now I know that I'm insecure, not a complete a-hole. But just in case you were wondering why do they all sound the same, well, you can go online and get a degree in psychology for about $300. And now they're all on TikTok trying to get that money back.
Story time on how my ex-best friend fell in love with my boyfriend and I had to cut her off. So in order for you guys to get the type of girl that she is, I have to rewind all the way back. So I had met her in college and we had been friends for like a few years. We had decided to go out of town to California together. And in the very beginning of my trip, I had left my card inside of like the In-N-Out container and threw it away. So the rest of the trip I was like without cash. I was young at the time. I didn't have cash. I didn't have money. Like I had only one card, my checking account. I didn't have a credit card or anything.
Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm sure you have an iPhone and you'll have Apple Pay on your phone. Or it can be possible you have an Android phone and in that case you'll have Google Pay or whatever they use. Story time about how and what type of a girl she is. It's in the title. I don't need to hear about the trip in California when you told us the type she is right at the beginning. She's the type that will steal your boyfriend because that's how much he values your friendship.
Hi, I'm Mika, I'm 33, I have no home and no job, and I just booked a one-way ticket to Bali. Yep, you heard that correctly. 5 months ago, I quit the industry that I'd been working in for 9 years to protect my mental health and my well-being and try and find something more meaningful for me to do. I definitely don't have it all figured out. I'm navigating this next chapter in my life with a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm also learning that you don't have to have everything in place. Sometimes it means starting over. For me, that means heading to Bali for a reset before I can come back and build my life intentionally and in a way that works better for me. If you're also unraveling what you thought your life was supposed to look like, you're not alone. This is me figuring it out in real time.
Well, you best figure that out before your bank account goes dry, if you still have any savings, that is. But considering the industry that you've been in for 9 years that you've just left, I'm pretty sure you'll have no problem finding some cash to pay for food and a place to stay. Anyone here ever saw a man going on social media bragging about how much of a loser they are? Because I haven't. I've seen a few losers trying to pretend they are not, but not the other way around.
A lot of y'all on this T app are genuinely boggling my mind because you sound like a female incel, and that's crazy to me. We need to do better. I'm gonna break it down for the people that don't understand. This is the tiers of dating. First is talking. That's such a cute word that we put it on. That means dating, okay? Dating doesn't mean you're exclusive. It means you're getting to know people, and you can get to know multiple people. This is the villa, babe. You can get to know multiple people. Below that, exclusivity. Going steady, like they used to say in the old days. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Y'all locked in, or whatever you want to call it, locked in. Underneath that would then be marriage, okay? You're up in tier 1, babe. And every time I've seen these comments on the T app, it drives me crazy. We were talking.
And then they listen to someone like you and they'll never move on to a different tier. Now granted, this could be just me, but whenever I hear roster dating or dating multiple people at the same time, I am done. And not even done unfortunately for you, cause I'll stick around for a while. Will I ever take you seriously? Absolutely not. Why will I ever take you seriously when I know after I leave your place in less than an hour the new guy shows up? And I showed up right after some other guy left. And once again, maybe this is just me and I'm fine with that, but I don't think it is. Cause most of these lunatics have been dating dating for years and still haven't been upgraded to the next tier.
Men are so annoying because tell me why this guy was like, I want to go out with you, let's hang out, please come over, let's do this, let's hang out. And then I didn't give him the time of day for like 5 days because I wasn't interested. And then I was like, you know what, fine. I'll bite. I will bite. I think we should just be friends. How does that work? I don't understand that. Why do I only want men when they want me? Why do I only want men when they don't want me, but when they want me, I'm like, get the f*** away from me. Like, I don't want you around me. How does that work? It's really starting to piss me off. I'm sure it's avoidant attachment, but like, I'm not ready to accept that. So we're gonna have to find a different explanation that works for me right now in my current life, in my current state of mind. But can I get some men in the chat to drop the lore of like what the f*** that's supposed to mean? Because like, it could very much be my insufferable personality, but I just don't think that that's right. That's the answer, it's that.
No, it's not, of course it's not. I mean, not just that. It's also a 304's mindset pulled by the illusion that she has options. And right now you're at the stage where the 304 in you becomes desperate.
I'm going to tell you my strict rules when I'm dating. 1, my love language is gifts. So I tell them my love language straight away before we go on a date. If they don't like that, see you later. If they say no, that's fine. You can say no to giving me gifts and stuff and doing nice things.
Why in the world would I say no? No, I'll take you to a nice restaurant and I'll bring you some flowers because my love language is physical touch, so I have no problem bending you over right there in the middle of the restaurant. See, as soon as you agree on the price, it's a win-win.
I truly believe the world is set up for women to hate women, and that so many men can get away with doing bullshit.
Oh no, women hate each other and it's somehow men's fault. If that's not taking accountability for the way you are, then nothing is.
How much was the bill?
It was $1,782.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's because you're not paying for it.
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one. Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Quick question. Why is it always, oh my gosh, you get ready, you do your hair, you do your makeup, put on a cute outfit? That's doing too much. I could never do my makeup every day or as often as you do, or for work. Oh, I could never get ready for work.
This is what happens when I take their word for it. She said quick, I said alright. She said question, I said sure. Never expected the video to be 1 minute 32 seconds long, and it's barely a question when we explain why you like to put on makeup for 1 minute and 32 seconds. This is an example of a quick question. Why do you like to waste everyone's time?
Things that I'm going to start doing just for the hell of it, right? Making men take IQ tests before you go on a date with them, because hear me out, right? I took an IQ test just for like a little bit of self-development. I did get above average as expected, but like imagine you go, right, here's the test, take it, and they get about 70, you'd go, oh, you're not for me. Same on the other end, if they've got 160, you'd probably go, yeah, that's not for me either. Saves you so much time. But like, is that really rude just to start sending them a test, like before like you agree to go on a date with them?
Like as expected, like I did like get a like above like average result. Here's how someone with an IQ level that is above average will frame everything you said. I would ask men to take an IQ test, not I would make men to take an IQ test. I would like try to like explain to you like the difference in between like the two, but I'm pretty sure I would be wasting my time.
Okay, this is another question for men. I was in Trader Joe's the other day, and there was a man in there, so cute. We probably smiled at each other 4 different times throughout the store. And I am a Southern girl, and I don't approach men first, but I will smile and whatever. But this man was not saying anything to me. He even got in line behind me and was smiling, and I was just like, I don't know what else to do here. And I think women have made it so increasingly difficult and uncomfortable for men to approach us in public spaces that good men won't even say something, even when I've made it very clear, like, hey, I'm smiling at you all over the store. Like, I think you are attractive and I would like to talk to you. Like, they won't do it. So like, what should I say to a man like that I have smiled at 4 times, but I don't know where to take it any further? Because, like, I'm willing to try anything, y'all, okay? Help me out. Help a sister out.
Yeah, sure, why not? Have you tried saying hi? I mean, it could be that easy, right? You don't need to come up with some fancy line to see if he's interested. Using what you said, he looked interested. Of course, maybe he's married. Oh, but well, then why did he smile? Oh, I don't know, maybe because his wife haven't smiled at him in 10 years and he was smiling just because he remembered how that felt. But she was right about one thing. Women did make it that difficult for men to approach women.
I was at the gym today doing leg press and I saw this other girl hip thrusting quite heavy. So I went to her and I said, "Oh my god, congratulations, like you were lifting super heavy, that's so good for you." And then we talked for a little. She was really pleased that I said something, like she was really flattered and happy. Then I came back to my leg press machine. I was there for like 2 minutes and then this other random girl came to me and said the same thing to me. She was like, "Oh wow, you're lifting so heavy, how can you do that?" And I was like, okay. But it was such a cool moment when I realized what I always say over here in this app, that whatever you put out comes back to you. And if you see someone doing something cool and something different, or you see someone that's pretty or have a nice hair, go to this person and say something. More often than not, they're gonna be so pleased, and this always comes back to you in a very positive way.
Yeah, I could do that. But then again, I'm a man. If I go to a girl in a gym and say the exact same words you've said, she's gonna be creeped out. And then that same energy will come back to, I think I'm gonna pass. Or maybe as men, we just need to compliment each other more, right?
Men don't compliment other men on their looks. They would find that sus.
Sup, bro? How you doing? Your balls look amazing today. Anyways, if you need a sign manufacturing partner, check out how they handle customer complaints.
Men. Women aren't looking for vulnerability or for you to be all in your emotions. So I came across this guy's TikTok page on my For You page. He's been documenting his first dates and his dating experience. The guy's really cool. He is very open and honest, and he spoke about how he get ghosted after being vulnerable and being all in his emotions with a girl that he was on a date with. And he was like, sort of spoke about, he was like, I don't think women are into that. You know, he feels like men, and I guess men have been told in the last few years that this is what women want, is for you to be all open and vulnerable and all in your emotions. We don't want that. That's a man-child. I, of course, don't speak for every woman, but I know there's a lot of women like me, and especially us single mums and us single females that have the 5 jobs, that are spinning all the plates, that we've got our stuff together, we pay all our bills, we keep our house clean and tidy, we keep ourselves healthy and fit and mentally stable and balanced and well-rounded. We do not want someone that's all vulnerable and all in their emotions. We want somebody clear-headed, we want somebody that thinks straight, we want somebody logical, and we want someone that is honest, someone that can commit, someone that can make forward planning, and we want someone that can fix a fence.
I think I'm getting mixed signals here. Here I was thinking, well, it's weekend, I'm gonna draw me a bubbly bath, I'm gonna shave my legs, bathe myself into all the moisturizing cream I can find, wear my best silk pajamas, light up some scented candles, and force myself to watch Titanic, hoping that at the end I can hold back all my tears. That's what women on TikTok told me I need to do in the last few years. Now you're telling me I need to know how to use nails and a hammer? Now this is a tough choice. I wonder which one I'll make.
Dating just isn't for me. I choose not to date. I choose not to date ever again. My husband will just walk into my life, and when he walks into my life, he will already be my husband. Therefore, I never have to date.
Yes, absolutely. Now here's what you need to do. You need to start order DoorDash, and when the skinniest man shows up, one that you can just grab and force him into your house, that's when you will know for sure you found your husband. Just make sure you don't ever let him leave the house. And sure, at some point it may happen, he might just leave the house and never come back, but then you can always turn into one of those, how do you call those lunatics? Oh yeah, a divorce coach.
I just heard someone say any woman who wants a husband has just never had one.
First date rules. If he starts talking about anything regarding intimacy, start talking about money. Let's see who makes who uncomfortable first. Yeah, I too can play that game.
You're not gonna win because it's not the gotcha you think it is. How exactly did you imagine that that conversation would go? Oh, baby, I would love to bend you over right here on this table. Like, OMG, that will be $20. You know what, on second thought, yeah, you ladies need to do that.
Fun fact. Okay, actually terrible fact. One time I matched with a guy on Raya, and he was so absurdly my type, but he lived in a different state, and he traveled all the time for work, so we never got to see each other, but we texted. Babe, we texted for a year straight. A year. And then one day he ghosted me. After a year of texting! A year!
Oh no, what happened? Did you started yelling like that and he said, no, I'm not having this? Raya is the dating app for rich and successful, right? So what were you doing over there in the first place? Never mind that. Did you really think you're gonna have a relationship after just texting for a year? Were you on other dating apps in the meantime? Did you go on dates? Would you waste an entire year on a guy you've met on Tinder? One that is not rich and successful? Probably not, right?
I'm an independent woman. I can do it by myself. That line right there, social media turned it into a badge of honor, but no one's talking about the cost. Yeah, you can do it alone, but should you have to? How many women are burnt out, lonely, divorced, exhausted, all while screaming, I got it on my own? We're not empowering women anymore, we're isolating them. There's a difference between having standards and being programmed to reject partnership altogether. Because now, a whole generation of girls thinks needing love, support, or protection is weak. But you know what's actually powerful? Letting yourself receive, letting yourself be poured into, letting yourself be soft and still be worthy. And here's the scary part. Most of this isn't coming from your own voice. It's coming from influencers, women you trusted who said, you don't need a man. But they never told you what that loneliness would feel like at 2 a.m. in the morning when there's no one to hold you.
Yeah, just like with the song Every Single Ladies and who was singing it, the majority of those influencers telling you you don't need a man are married to one themselves. The rest are just bitter and, as we all know, misery loves company. That's why they're pushing that message on younger women, hoping they'll join them.
Don't get me wrong, I am happily single, strong, independent woman, don't need no man. But here I am trying to change my shower head and I can't figure out how to get it off. I've been trying honestly for days and the wrench isn't wrenching. My tiny little lady brain can't figure it out. I want to use one of these cool Jolie nice ones. I just need a man to help me do this.
Hey, have you noticed that I haven't talked to you in 2 days?
Yes.
Do you have anything to say to me?
Can I have 2 more days, please?
No, see, you never say that because she was expecting a cookie, so you say thank you and hope for the best. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one. Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. But for now, let's get into the video.
So I made a TikTok the other day about the single life being the best life. And can I just say, wow, the negative comments that I got on that post. There was a lot of positive ones, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the negative ones were from men. It seems like we've got a lot of men that don't like women that are happily single by themselves, living a normal, happy, healthy single life. I don't need a man to make me happy. I can do that all by myself, and so can every other woman on this planet. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of guys that also shared in the positivity, but all of the negative comments that I got were from men. Don't you think that if people spent a lot more time by themselves rediscovering who they are, especially after coming out of a really lengthy relationship, that we'd have a lot more healthy relationships on the horizon? So yes, I do love being single and I don't plan on meeting anyone anytime soon. But when I actually do, I'm going to be healthy, ready, and hopefully I'm going to have a really happy, healthy relationship. I hope that clears everything up for all of you guys. Well,
if you actually do, because you're happier being single, so there is no when you actually do. Because if you do go with when I actually do want to meet someone, everything you said before the word but is pretty much invalid. If the single life is the best life, then why would you even want to not be single anymore? And yes, I did check, there are no negative comments, because people don't really care about the way you live your own life. And even if some people would disagree with you in your comment sections, those are still not negative comments, just people disagreeing with something you've said.
Broken-hearted men, come here and listen very closely. Have you not met your ideal woman yet? Can't find her? Or are you still in love with your ex? No? You want to marry your ex? Or you've met your dream girl but you can't quite get her? I've got the solution for you. Come in, come. This is the best dating advice I'm ever going to give you. You lonely men. Date me.
No, and not just no, but absolutely not. Not even in a million years.
A little advice for all men out there who are looking to date. If you see a hot girl, attractive girl, the last thing that
All right, that was a long conversation, but I'm back. Forgot what I was even talking about, but essentially, right? I'm gonna try to wrap this story up. This is a weird live, y'all. How many people did everybody leave? Oh shit, everybody left. Everybody bounced on my ass. Well, I feel like I might as well just end this. I ain't gonna end it. Fuck it. We're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep rocking. I'm back. Let me wrap up this story. It's only 5 people. Why? Tap in with me. If you still here, tap something in the chat. All my people who still listening to me, can you just type anything in the chat? A 1 in the chat. If you still rocking until the end of the stream, the 5 people left. Who rocking with me from this 5? Let me finish up this story. So anyway, I'm trying to see where I left off. So she's 45 plus. She looked good, got a good job, fit. But I was just telling her, like, a 50, 45 plus year old, 50-year-old man, it's just no incentive to get in a serious relationship with a woman over 45, over 40. You're not having my kids. I mean, if I got anything going on for myself, how are you going to enhance my life? You got your own life, your own place. Most women over 40, they got their own house. Whether they got kids or don't got kids, they sick parents at this age. What? How are you going to enhance my life? Um, how are you going to enhance my life at this point? I got my freedom. I'm 40 plus. I got something going for myself. Even if it ain't a lot going for myself, just even if it's 50K, got my own place. I mean, like I said, I kick it with you on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but anything more than that is going to be more of a burden and a hindrance to my life than a benefit and an asset. So anyway, like she started saying her standards, and what we got down to is, well, let me talk about this part. She was trying to go, she's trying to go 15 years younger and only 5 years older. She was trying to play that game, the game that all these we know the game they play when they get over 40. They try to say, well, let me do it like this. You know the game they play when they get 50, because they don't want to go too hot. So they'll say when they 50, they'll say, I go from 42 to 55. No, it don't work that way. Let me tell you something right now. As a 50-year-old woman, talk about my dating range is 42 to 55. Let me tell you something right now. Not right now, right now.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
Oh. And she got offended when I told her, I'm like, nah, it don't work like that, man. I said, nah, your dating range is from 55 to 65, 70. That's what I told her. Oh, she got offended. She got pissed. I said a lot of shit that could have pissed her off. And I'm shocked that was the one thing that she was like, she got pissed off at that point. She was 65. No. And then she wanted to do the whole thing that a lot of these other older women. I'm young spirited. I work out. It don't matter. You 45 plus. It don't matter how young you look, how free spirited, how much you work out. And then she started trying to say like he got to work out. No. He don't got to do all that to get a 45 plus year old woman. No, he don't. He don't got to be young spirited. He don't got none of that. He just got to be a regular Joe. You don't get anything above average over 45 as a woman. And this is what they don't get. It don't matter if you make six figures. It don't matter if you fit and you look like Halle Berry at 45 plus. You don't qualify for anything above average at that point. So you just don't. And then we start talking about height. And she was saying it don't matter. Height don't matter. I'm like, I hear you. And when they get to this age, they may be telling the truth. Cause like I said, after 40, they starting to realize, okay, I'm gonna have to settle on some shit. After 40. That's when they start hitting them that they're gonna have to settle on some shit. Which is bad for you, the man. No matter what way you want to cut it. Even if a 45 plus year old woman saying, no, I usually only date 6 foot plus, but I'm 45 now, so I take 5'6" now. She's not gonna respect you the same way she respected that 6'2" guy. Even she's being honest, she will take a 5'6" guy now, but she ain't gonna respect him the same way she respected the 6'3" guy. Yeah, she at 27, she wanted a man that makes six figures. I take 60 now. But but if you gonna have that attitude about it, what kind of treatment is that man gonna get? She ain't lying, she'll take it at this point. But that man ain't gonna get treated with no type of respect. So anyway, I was telling her that she needs to get rid of damn near all her standards other than is he a decent guy that treats you right? And she was trying to fight it. And then we started talking about money, and she said, "Well, I want him to make more than me." And then let me be clear about this: every woman on the planet wants a man that can pay all the bills with none of her help. So ain't no point if you dating or talking to a woman. Ain't no point in asking her no hypotheticals about money. Every woman on the fucking planet wants a man that can pay all the bills. You hear me? All the bills in a decent neighborhood. It don't got to be a rich neighborhood, but every woman on the planet want a man who could pay all the bills in at least a middle class life. And these days, that's basically 200K. But she didn't get that. She like most women, when I start telling her the numbers, like when we start breaking down what she wanted a man that paid all the bills in like a decent neighborhood. I'm like, that's a 200K lifestyle. She's like, well, no. I'm like, yes. And she was like, well, can he at least make, 80 or what did she say? Like 70, 80K? I'm like, no, because that's well above average for a black man. And she was like, no, that's about average these days. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but that's not average. It's just not. Um, and then we looked it up, and I was telling her the average black man make 55,000 before tax. So that's like 42 blue 42. That's like 42,000 after tax. I'm like, can you date a man that make 42? She like, ugh, I don't know. I'm like, look. She like, I want a man that could cover it all, and I don't gotta. I'm like, that sounds good. Of course you would want that, but you're 45 plus. You don't qualify for that. So if you can find you a man that make 40K and you put your income in a joint bank account and he can run it like that, let him run it. Go ahead and deposit your check into his account and let him be the big dog that way. So now he make let's say you make 70 and he make 40. So now if you give him all your money, he make 110. Now he can truly be the big dog. Do that. This fairy tale shit is over. You know what I mean? And she genuinely has hopes for a let me tell you the man she want. Let's be real. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up our calculator. Let's pull up our calculator. Female delusional. I'm gonna tell y'all the guy she really want. Maybe it's the same guy every woman want. But to me, wanting this 45 plus is diabolical work. As a 45 plus year old woman, still wanting this is diabolical work. Where? Oh, I got standards, bro. God. That ain't it. Where's all right, here we go. Tell me the guy she wants at 45 plus. She wants ideally, she would want let's just go 45 to and oh, let's be clear. Let's be clear. This woman is between I'll just say 45 and 50. And she cringed when I said something about a 55-year-old man. I'm like, are you how are you cringing at a man who 55 when that's basically your age range? I mean, that's the age range you basically in. How are you cringing at 55? So let's break down on the guy she wants. She want a guy between 45 and 55. She said hell no to 60 plus. She said hell no. Keep in mind, this is a woman between 45 and 50. And she said hell no to like a 63-year-old. They don't get how the game go. So she wanted ideally a man who's 45 to 55. And she's here's the kicker, what I really want to talk about. It took me a while to get to it. She still has the getting provided for mentality. She wants a man to come in a 50-year-old woman's life and provide fully. I mean, every woman wants that at every age. Let's be real. But us as men, we know how fucking ridiculous that is. And I told her, like, no, ain't no man in the mindset of coming to fully provide for a woman who ain't raising his kids and nothing. She just 50 and she been working for 30 years by herself, taking care of herself. And I'm gonna come in at 50 to retire a 50-year-old essentially. When she already been working for 3 decades. But now I'm gonna come in now that I'm 50 to come retire a 50-year-old woman who not bearing my children or nothing. Are you like, no. And she got mad and offended and said, like, you don't know what you're talking about. That's just your opinion. That was like that hit a nerve for her, the thought of her not getting a man to provide for her. And essentially we got down to, she said, if a man can't provide, I mean, I just stay single. I'm like, so damn, don't you see how that could hurt men's feelings? Like men aren't worth being in relationships with unless they're fully paying for me. That's fucked up. Cause she said that was her response when I said, ain't no 50-plus-year-old man looking to come provide for a 50-year-old woman. I ain't say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? She was like, that's fucked up. I'm like, no, it's not. You only being interested in the man because if he's willing to fully provide is fucked up. Now that's fucked up. But let's go back to I can't believe she's still looking. I told her flat out. I told her, you need to just get it in your mind that you're gonna be fully providing for yourself for the rest of your life, even if you do meet a guy. I said that needs to be your mindset. She was like, no, hell no, that's messed up. I'm like, y'all, you women are crazy, bro. You already been providing yourself for the last 30 years. What you oh my gosh. How did you get to this age and not already have that in the back of your mind? Like, oh, I might be providing for myself for the rest of my life. Anyway, let's look at the guy she wants. 45 to 55. Exclude married. Um, I think she'll do any shade. She prefer black, but she'll do any. I don't think she really tripping hard like that off the race. But you know what? No, let's go with what she prefer, what she's looking for. So she's looking for black. Realistically, she want him to be at least 6 feet. Let's keep it G. Realistically, she don't want him to be obese. She might take it, but she don't want him to be obese. And based on the lifestyle, she said she wants a man to come fully provide for her as a damn near 50-year-old woman. She looking for a man that at least make $150. And that's really the low end, but yeah, $150. At 50 years old, she thinks she qualified for a 0.01% man. And I essentially I told her on the call, that's not gonna fucking happen. I told her. I told her if you want a man, it's gonna be a 60 plus beer belly motherfucker who not gonna like the same music as you. Like none of that. So if that ain't good enough, then just fuck it. Just fuck it. Cause this isn't happening. Cause this guy has a lot better options than a 50-year-old woman with the flaws you have. He got better options. If a 50-year-old man who's a 0.01%er want to provide for a bitch, trust me, it's gonna be a 25 to 30-year-old. It ain't gonna be a woman pushing 50, I assure you. That's what I had to tell her. Like, these men want something too. I know what you want, but these men y'all describing want something too, and they don't have to settle. You know. Um, let's get into the ridiculous nonsense. What time is it? It's 3:30 on my end. I haven't even went over a video so far. Trying to think, should I just get off here and come back to? Nah, I'm trying to think. What should I do? Should I get off here and just we come back in about 2-3 hours and go over some shit? Y'all let me know. Let me know something. I'll keep going if y'all want me to keep going. I would appreciate some donations if y'all do want me to keep going. Or y'all could just tell me to fuck off and come back in a few hours. Either way, somebody let me know something in the chat out of the 8 people that's here. Let me know. This was a shitty stream, I'll admit. But y'all let me know something in the live chat. I put it like this. I could keep going now for another hour and then just maybe not do another live later tonight. Do another live later tonight. Or I could get off now and just come back in a few hours. I don't know. Fuck it. This is what we're gonna do. I'm going to we're gonna go over this. I don't know how long that's gonna take, at least another hour. And then we'll just see what I feel like tonight at 8 o'clock or something. 7, 8 o'clock, we'll see how I feel. Let's do that.
Hello, you right? Oh, you just what happened? You was on that.
I know. I think it was my Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Something was
because I
wrong
was
for
good.
a
I
second.
remember you.
Yeah, I don't have Cricket. I have Verizon. Thank you very much.
Who said you had cricket? I didn't say you had cricket.
I saw somebody say that, so
Yeah, because
yeah.
you was the only one that had an issue. So
Yeah.
girl, but we're looking good
Yes.
now. Okay, and I think your name is Ashley, right?
Yes, Ashley.
Ashley. Ashley, where you calling me from, love?
I am calling from Miami, Florida. And yes, I am in a bathroom because it's really bright light in here.
Yes.
And I'm
Nasty bitch.
in a bathroom because it's really bright light in here.
Yes.
And I'm very, very dark. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm dark too. I'm proud to be dark. But no, I
Yes.
always tell everybody if you don't have a ring light, for purposes, the bathroom light is gonna be the best light.
Yes.
Okay. So Ashley, Miami, how old are you, boo?
I am 35.
35. What you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, just talk to me, bro.
I'm unemployed. Self-employed.
I work as a full-time creative director and hairstylist. So
Okay. Ash, you have any kids?
yes, I do. I do have kids. Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 3. One that's in college right now.
Wait, how old are you? 35?
I'm 35. Yes.
You have a baby in college?
I have a baby in college. Yes. Yes.
You had your first child young.
17.
Oh, okay. Hello,
17.
so
That's not enough to be a good human, to be worth hanging out with, to exist with.
don't just take off, even if you think you're leaving for a good reason.
That's never a good sign, folks. It's just a teen mom is never a good sign. It says a lot about someone, like their upbringing, what type of shit they was getting into at 17. Let's continue. This is just, as usual, getting off to a horrible start. 35, past the wall, got geriatric pregnancy, already got 3 kids, one nigga in college. He old enough to throw hands with you. It's just nothing good so far. She don't look fit, but she might surprise us. You know, is that her real hair? That might be her real hair, so I'll give her credit for that. Let's just continue.
How old are your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay. All by the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
SWAT video catches a murder suspect on camera after he jumps out of a second-story window and makes a break from law enforcement.
Oh, well, a man ain't never left me. I left them. My fiance that I was engaged to, I broke that off. We bought a house together and everything, and I still cut loose.
Let's break this down a little bit. 18. Okay, so she had a kid at 17. 18. Let's hear them ages again, because we gotta take this shit slow.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want a dog?
17.
Oh, okay. So how old are your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay, 18, 13, and 7. Her first child was at 17. Okay, by one guy. Okay, it didn't work out. I'll give a bitch that one. You was 17, didn't work out. I'll give you that one. So dealing with all the hardships of being a single 17-year-old mother, 5 years later at 22, you decide to do it again with a different man who wasn't your husband. Why didn't you learn from the first mistake being a single teen mom? Why didn't you say to yourself, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with or could imagine having to deal with? Let me make sure I marry before I carry next time. So just off that, you're retarded. Just off not learning from that first major mistake, and that's not a minor mistake. I stubbed my toe. That's I have to take care of another human being by myself as a single black woman in America hard. Your brain developed enough to learn from that lesson. Even if your brain ain't fully developed at 17, I'm still going like you full blown retard at that point.
Are you retarded?
So 18, 13, and 7. So let's see, 7, 10. So okay. So you became a single mom for the second time at 22. Still didn't learn your lesson. Let's just say we was gonna give her that one. So now again at 28, you still didn't say to yourself at 27, 28, you still didn't say to yourself, oh man, I've been a single mother, black single mother in America by 2 different men for all these years. And I'm gonna do it one more time for the road.
Your children?
18, 13, and 7.
Okay. All by the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So, yeah.
So you never got married to any of them?
No.
Why not?
Well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no. I was all for the marriage, and I was very submissive. It's just I felt like I wasn't getting a husband, and I know people are going crazy. It's 3,
Run it
but
back. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I was on the phone.
13 and 7.
We're
Okay.
gonna run it back because I ain't hear none of that. I was on the phone.
How about the same man?
No.
No. How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So yeah.
It's not a flat that doesn't lighten the blow, ho. Like I ain't gonna call her. I just said that because it rhymed. I'm not gonna call her a hoe. I mean, technically, her resume does say she a hoe. To be fair, but let's not go there yet because she's at least seeming at least halfway nice so far. So I ain't gonna call her a hoe yet. But that doesn't make it better, ma'am. It doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. You would have been better off leaving that out of the story because that makes you more of a bullshit person. Let's just continue.
How many men?
So this may sound crazy. It's 3, but I've been engaged twice. So yeah.
So you never got married to any of them?
No.
Why not?
Well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Think about the lack of self-awareness to make it seem like nothing is wrong with you with this resume. Or even without this resume, even if she was married since 18 and she just got divorced at 35. These women to act like they're perfect, like they don't realize how much of a red flag that is in itself because it says you lack accountability. And men over 35 don't want to deal with that no more. They've been dealing with it since 16, 17. No, nobody believes you. You're hurting your reputation by trying to sit in front of a grown ass man and say, ain't nothing wrong with me. I got 3 kids by 3 different men, engaged twice, never married, but ain't nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with Beyonce. Something wrong with the greatest human on the planet. So, oh, you telling me nothing wrong with you? Get the fuck out my face.
Everybody can't go to college.
I know people are gonna be like, oh, something must be wrong with her, but no. I was all for the marriage, and I was very submissive.
What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God. All of them.
I was all for the marriage, and I was very submissive. It's just I felt like I wasn't getting a husband type of man. Sorry, you hear some motorcycles and stuff around me. I'm in Miami, so but
It's a red flag in itself. But let's continue. Like they don't know how to do anything else but spew bullshit. Shout out to my Rumbleites. Hit the like button on Rumble. They don't know how to do anything but spew bullshit. I was submissive and I'm a perfect angel, but I didn't feel like I was getting the husband type of guy. Well, why the fuck did you push out his baby? That's bigger than marriage. Black women are sickening with that shit. Pushing out another human is less than marriage. They had your baby all day long, but getting married, that's a line too far. He was man enough for you to give him the highest honor, but he wasn't man enough to marry. You're a fucking clown.
I'm just tired.
I hear some motorcycles and stuff around me. I'm in Miami, so but yeah, I just felt like they weren't ready. They
Well, do you take any responsibility for choosing men who weren't ready?
I do in a sense because I feel like it's easy to confuse a man that gives you everything you want with a man that's ready to be married. And I feel like when I was younger, we had a great relationship. I got love and, gifts that I wanted. They were providers, they were good men. But as far as husband material,
So what?
What the fuck is husband material? If they was good dudes and provide, man, these bitches come up with any word salad. She wanted to be a hoe. She wanted these black women do not want the structure and discipline of a marriage. I wish they would just keep it a buck. Black women love keeping it real when it comes to insulting others, but they never want to keep it real when it comes to and shit. I mean, not to say you're gonna insult yourself, but they don't want to keep it real when it comes to calling out their own bullshit. They keep it real with enough. You got some big ass teeth. I'm just keeping it real. They'll keep it real talking about somebody else, but they won't keep it real about themselves. You're this typical B-dub who hates structure and discipline. And having a wholesome family would bore the shit out of you. Just say that.
Oh my God.
But as far as husband material,
So what made them not
mm,
husband material other than they didn't want to legally get married? So what did they do
well,
that? So because here's the thing, you're telling me you had a kid with them. You're telling me they
mm,
were providers. You're telling me they were good men. So what did they lack for you when it came to being a husband?
well, the first one, of course, was a high school sweetheart. We were very young, so that didn't last very long. The second,
It's not a reason. I mean, Kendra let that reason slide. That's not really a reason. Like people try to do they was just 15 and 16. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Those relationships at 15, 16, 17 count to me. What up to you, Orlando? Those high school relationships count to me. Oh, they were kids. Fuck that. To me, that's some of the most purest love you'll ever find when you those ages. Cause ain't no salary requirements. You just genuinely love this motherfucker. It ain't about his status, his job, none of that. It ain't about his height. You just genuinely rock with this motherfucker. So I don't want to hear they were just kids, so let them have that one. No. You had a child with them, and that was probably your first love. Why the fuck didn't it work out? We were young is not a reason a relationship didn't work out. Unless you were fucking 6. I don't give them that pass to say it didn't. My high school sweetheart just didn't work out. Fuck that. That's not a reason. Shit, and even if they was 6, I would want to hear something like shit. He stole my candy bar, so I still want to hear a reason. Because there was a reason. Even as a 6-year-old, I mean, other than you might not remember, then I'll give you that. Like, but I feel like a lot of people, most people could remember major shit that happened to them when they was 6, 7, 8. So even your relationship when you were 7, 8, I want to know what happened. Not that I would care, but you know what I'm trying to say. What was the reason? Did he push you over at the park? What? I need some answers. Oh, T Orlando, I had a story that I told earlier in this stream, T Orlando. I wish you was here because you could have touched on it. I might rehash it after we go over this or something. But let's just continue. Let me ask you this, T Orlando. Let me ask you this. Um, so have you just officially sworn off any serious relationships for the rest of your life? Yes or no, T Orlando? That's my question for you. Have you just completely sworn off ever being in a serious relationship with a woman for the rest of your life, period?
You're telling me they were good men. So what did they lack for you when it came to being a husband?
well, the first one, of course, was a high school sweetheart. We were very young, so that didn't last very long. The second one, we got engaged after a year of dating, and then it was just a horrible relationship. Like we really didn't treat each other well. Um, on his part, I don't really like to be like completely open because we are on like full social media, but
Okay.
he did some very bad things that you just don't do to people. So that's just
Shut the fuck up. These hoes is trash, man. Like, man, what the like, man? Shut. I don't believe women. And I was talking to a woman earlier today, the same woman I was talking about, And she even said, I don't. She even said she don't believe women when it comes to telling stories about something that happened to a man with a man. I was talking to a woman 40 plus who told me she doesn't believe women when they say what happened with a man. A woman told me that because it's just common knowledge that women are full of shit and aren't going to tell a full story when they're explaining something that happened with a man. They're just everybody knows that, including women.
But
Okay.
he did some very bad things that you just don't do to people. So let's just say that. And then the second one, I felt like he just wasn't loyal to his family. You weren't loyal. You chose your friends and everybody else over your family. So
You mean the third one?
the third one.
Yeah. I think that's where people might, because listen, I think life happens to all of us, child. You know, I just be saved by grace. But I think it's the third baby daddy where they'll be like, well, girl, you had two examples. And then, so the third one, that's on
Okay,
you.
so let me do 100% real. Y'all want me to be real?
Yes, bitch. We want you to be real. You think we want us to fucking lie to us, you goofball? Yeah, be real. Yeah, how about you stop? See that's it's so full of shit. Okay, you want me to stop bullshitting you? Yes. Yes. You don't like we already see through you. You're a bullshit woman. There is let me be very fucking clear, and y'all already know this. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know already, but let's be very fucking clear about this. Let's be clear. Having a child by a man is the highest honor you can give him. I'll give a bitch one. Okay, you had a kid at 18, 19, 20, 21. I'll give you that one, and it didn't work out. RB will let you have it. Uh, By the time it doesn't work out with the second man that you gave the highest honor to, you're a bullshit woman. I don't need to hear a backstory. If you have 2 and 3 baby daddies never married, you're a bullshit woman, no backstory required. It's literally that simple. Yeah, she has 3 baby daddies. 3.
That's on
Okay,
you.
so let me do 100% real. Y'all want me to be real? The second one tried the middle one tried to harm me, and then the third one was an alcoholic.
When did he become please give her pushback, Kendra. When did he become an alcoholic? And did you ever try to harm him? This is where we need Kevin Sams. I hope she give pushback.
And then the third one was an alcoholic.
Here's the deal. I'm not saying you should have been with these men. What I am saying, at least by the third one, you should have vetted him a little bit more. Like,
Yeah.
I think that first baby daddy, I think most people give grace for the first baby daddy, right? Because it's the first and you're learning. They might even be giving some grace for a second baby daddy because you might have felt like the first one was whatever, but the second one showed up and promised you the world and you think this is it. But the third baby daddy, we'd be like, well, why didn't you have your notes? But it's all good. We're going to move forward. Okay. Do you co-parent well with each man?
Yes, very well.
Okay. So we got Ashley, Maya.
What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God. All of them.
Amy, 35, an entrepreneur, mom to 3. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Mom to 3, never married but engaged twice. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I mean, just before they get started, like, you a dumbass. Like, as a man, just 5 minutes and 35 seconds into this, you a dumb motherfucker for signing up for this. And you pathetic if you even gonna play the game with her to try to fuck at this point. And I don't care what she look, whatever you think this woman look like, even if she looked like Halle Berry at 35. I mean, well, let's be real. That's a different ball game. Let's be real. But not for me. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou. But at this point in my life, I don't care if the bitch look like Halle Berry. Like, with this same resume, I'm cool, man. I'd rather jack off. Sorry, too much information. I'm just saying, like, I'm cool.
Never married but engaged twice. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I see y'all comments and I'm just like, listen, chill. I take accountability for myself as a woman. Yes, and I do realize that there are 3 men that we're talking about I had children with. Nobody's perfect. My kids are 5 years apart. They're all
That makes it worse. See, the more they talk, that makes it worse, bro. Oh my god.
I get it, but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it.
Whatever happens in the end, I will be a strong, powerful woman. It's your time, Stacey.
Like, here's the thing, what she don't get. She's not smart enough to get it. But if she would have had a kid at 17, 19, and 21, she could make the argument, I'm 35 now, I've grown. Like, you know what I mean? There would be an argument there. I had all 3 of my kids back to back to back. I've grown now, I'm a different woman now. That would be an argument. You saying they're 5 years apart mean you're retarded at every stage of life.
that there are 3 men that
Whole Blue Steel, I'm taking donations to go over whatever you want to go over. So whoever hit that donation button can control the content. So anytime anybody tired of seeing Kendra G, you can gladly send me 10, 15 bucks and I will gladly go over something else. Message.
I do realize that there are 3 men that we're talking about I had children with. Nobody's perfect. My kids are 5 years apart. They're all 5. So these are not like, oh, I just got with somebody and then had a baby and you know what I mean? And I didn't propose to anyone. They proposed to me. I actually had 4 proposals, but 2.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
The more she talk, this one is really dumb. Like, respectfully, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but this one is really dumb.
She's brainwashed, dumbed down, emotional, and has no clue as to what she's talking about.
There's no way she thinks any of this is helping. Everything she says is making it worse. The fuck?
Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner?
Like, oh my goodness. It do look like she's sitting in the bathtub, though.
Had 4 proposals, but 2 were the guys that I was with, you know, so.
So you have 4 proposals by 4 different men?
Yes.
And none of those 4 men, okay, so 4 different men proposed to you.
Yes.
2 of them you have kids with.
Yes.
So why didn't you marry any of the 4 men that proposed to you?
I was going to, but it got a little crazy. Like, it just got crazy.
Real
I
quick,
feel
they
like
proposed like full out, bought a ring, got on one knee.
bought a ring, we had the wedding scheduled,
Oh,
everything.
so you was engaged?
I was engaged, yeah, twice.
Which one? So one of your children's dads?
Both of my last 2 children's fathers.
So you were engaged, and then at the last minute you decide not to get married.
Yeah.
Is marriage still important to you?
Of course, very much so. Yes.
Okay, so you do want to get married. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 men. What's Rashida say? I make you want to marry me. What Rashida say? Shout out to Rashida. I make you
Yes.
want to marry me. 4 guys
Yes.
said they want to marry her.
Yeah.
They gonna talk about you, girl.
That's okay. I'm very much confident in myself. I'm just like, hey, be nice. Come on now, we're all human.
We all human shit. I'm gonna talk on that after this meme.
Especially as a woman, by the time you have made it to the Kendra call-in show, that should be the immediate red flag that you are at rock bottom. All right, you are officially at rock bottom. But by the time you say hi, Kendra, your life is done. By the time you even thought maybe I should go on Kendra, you done as a woman. It's over.
People don't say everybody human, flat out. I mean, I probably said it before. I mean, I guess it depends on the context. But I'm as a general rule, I'm sure we all probably said it once in our life. But as a general rule, she said it like 4 times this call. Somebody who always say we all human is somebody who's trying to excuse their bullshit. Good people don't constantly gotta say I'm human, I'm human, I'm human. We know you fucking human. It's a low IQ catchphrase. Yes, we are aware that we're looking at a human. It doesn't excuse you being a piece of shit. You gotta ask yourself, what's gonna make you lucky number 57 since she's been 15 years old? What the fuck is gonna make you lucky 57 that she stays with you for a lifetime after not staying with 3 men she reproduced with? Don't have that much of an ego to think you special where she gonna stay with you.
Self. I'm just like, hey, be nice. Come on now, we're all human. We all have things that happen. I tried like doing it the right way. I tried being a stay-at-home type of woman and doing what they wanted. It just didn't work out, like it just didn't. But I have great relationships with my kids' fathers. They have great relationships with each other. We don't have any drama. There's no baby daddy drama or anything over my way. So
Okay. All right. So Ashley, Miami, Florida, 35, Gemini, entrepreneur, mom of 3 kids, never
Yeah.
married but proposed to 4 times. Did I ask you what kind of man you looking for?
Yeah, you were asking me that. That's what I was supposed to be telling you.
Okay.
So, I do want a man that believes in God. I am a woman that believes in God.
She went so deep, she went past hell.
Wow. I guess this is
She
why.
went past Satan and saying, like, where are you going? You're home now.
I am looking for someone that's mentally healthy. Definitely, I want a good-looking man. I like a tall man because I am about 5'10" myself. So
I'm looking for a partner, a sexy partner. He gotta be handsome. Cause I'm sexy. Just this is natural. So just imagine me dressing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that I can see you?
Stop. I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
Oh my gosh. Ma'am, you're not good looking, and I can see you have more than one neck. You don't qualify for a tall, handsome man, and your resume is fucked. I swear, every woman feel entitled to a tall, handsome man. It seems like these days, a 1, a 2, a fat bitch, a bitch with one eye. Every woman on the planet seems to feel entitled. I just say every woman on the planet who's single over 30 feels entitled to a tall, handsome man, and it's fucking absurd. 5'10" sideways is hilarious, Patriot. It's fucking hilarious.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I like a tall man because I am about 5'10" myself, so I do like taller men, 6 feet and up. He doesn't have to be like GQ fine, but I would like him to be very good looking.
She's standing up there looking like a swollen Satan. Oh, God.
All right, Cold Blue Steel just donated $35. He took us over the goal of $100 via Cash App for the week, and he requested some white bitches. So I got this for you, Cold Blue Steel, and then here come the white bitches. Let's be clear: if anybody donate $35, especially $35, you definitely get to dictate what we go over. So this for you, Cold Blue Steel.
That's a hard nigga. It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucker where I can't lose.
All right, we're gonna go over this last video and then I'm gonna bounce. White bitches on the
Having a
bounce.
wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I see in my comments all the time, guys are saying, if you're not hot, tall, rich, or attractive, you will have no success with women. Men are saying this, and I have something that completely disproves this theory.
Damn, those are some nice tits. Ah, I would love to motorboat those. Hold on, let me look outside. It look like it's some crazy shit going outside. I'll be right back. I'm sure y'all don't mind if I stay on this steel frame on the video. Let's run it back just for the tits. No, let's see what she's talking about. I'm actually gonna pay attention to what she's talking about. Besides, despite the fact that she got two big distractions. Is that a piece of areola sticking out? Whatever. Let's try to stay focused and see what she's talking about. Not that anybody cares, but
Hot, tall, rich.
To the video.
I see in my comments all the time, guys are saying, if you're not hot, tall, rich, or attractive, you will have no success with women. Men are saying this, and I have something that completely disproves this theory. A man who has all of those things approached me. I had been curious about him. I had seen him out. I was like, dang, he's really hot. I felt attraction to him, curiosity towards him. He approaches me. And by the time he was walking away, I was like, I'm actually not that into him anymore. Wow. Here's what happened. When he approached me, I was expecting kind of a cool, calm, steady energy. How he showed up was nervous, anxious, talking fast, super complimentary, like overly complimentary, but like
Beta!
I am no. I'm an alpha.
Beta!
No, because I tell you why.
Beta!
It's a sign of being a beta male.
I didn't know that. Beta!
What, beta?
I mean, yeah, women don't like dudes who are gonna act like pussies, you know? He basically, even though he was attractive and tall or whatever, maybe he had money, but yeah, if you come up to a woman acting like a scared little pussy, she's not gonna be she's not gonna be attracted to you. So I'm not shocked there. But basically, all she's saying is, um, I want Mr. 0.01 percenter. So she's not disproving the theory. She's proving it that it's even more strict. Like, not only do you got to be tall, handsome, and rich, well, not rich, but not only do you got to be tall, handsome, and have a good wage, you also got to be super charismatic and smooth with the ladies. So it's just, she's so stupid she don't realize that she's affirming this theory times 10, not disproving it. She's not smart enough to know that.
super complimentary, like overly complimentary, but like in like a nervous way. And I remember I was like, am I dreaming this? Why is this guy nervous right now? And I felt I needed to like shift into this motherly energy to make him feel better, to make him feel less anxious.
And by the end, she still didn't manage to disprove that theory. All she did manage to say by the end was that you need to be rich, tall, and attractive, but also confident. In her defense, though it was a pretty long video, you can't really expect her to hold on to the same idea she started with.
And if you think you're having a bad day, just know that somewhere out there, there's a girl paying rent on an apartment her man crashes at full time.
What do y'all rate her on a scale from 1 to 10? When she first came on, I thought she was pretty, but now that I'm pausing the video, got mixed feelings. I mean, she's not ugly. The fake lips is crazy. I don't know. She's still kind of cute, but fake lips are crazy. Let's continue.
That somewhere out there,
On to the same idea she started with.
and if you think you're having a bad day, just know that somewhere out there, there's a girl paying rent on an apartment her man crashes at full time.
And he's paying rent for his apartment, so.
I mean, look, the pleasure is all hers. You bitches are train wrecks. If you can find a decent guy who willing to let you pay for him, the pleasure is all yours. It's a new day and age, man. We look at shit like that different. Men are worth paying for fully. Women aren't. Men are starting to realize that. Wait, that sounded gay. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
It's been no homo forever, and there's always gonna be no homo.
And so you've been a homosexual all your life, you said earlier, right?
Paying rent for his apartment, so what was your point exactly? Let's see if we can get it from this other video. I'm independent, but I'm not stupid. If there's a man around, he's gonna do it. Oh, still waiting for that man to pay your rent because you're independent? How's that working out for you?
At least she has a boyfriend, not be alone and broke. I hate when bitches act like having a man is the holy grail. Do you know how easy it is to get a broke man? And if you think begging one is a win, then knock yourself out.
Now, ladies, play nice, but you think begging a rich man is a win, but it kind of isn't, because in the end it's still begging. And maybe
Oh, you're cooked. Here's what I mean. Let's talk about it. You're on the internet with all this shit and clapping back on the internet. You are fucking fried. Chow fried. Tongue chow fried. Is that racist for me to say? Y'all know my heart. I ain't racist. Y'all know my heart. It's a little jokey joke. You are deep fried rice, chicken fried rice, fried, cooked. Wait, who IG did you find? Oh, was that the chick with the big tits? Okay, I don't mind if I do. If that was who you were, if that's who you're talking about, Divine. I hope it's the chick with the big tits and not the B Dub from Kendra. Please be the chick with the tits, not Kendra. Damn, it's the shit bitch from Kendra. Um. Oh gosh, ma'am. Oh, is this you? Jesus Christ. Fuck. Yeah, just some big hoe, some big nasty hoe. That's sick. Just fucking sick. Woman is fucking cooked. Yikes! What the fuck is this? This is fucking. All right. I might come back on tonight. I don't know. But ma'am, this shit is funny. How old do y'all think she is? She probably like 28, 30. If you was gonna get a rich man, you would have got him by now. I'm sure you in those circles. I'm sure you. I mean, you're attractive enough to get in some of those circles. They didn't pick you. They fucked you, came on you, and bounced. Do you think you could? Do you think your chances are gonna raise locking down a rich man the older you get? That's what I'll be wanting to know sometime.
Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off. Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off.
So these women are funny, man. Broke. I'm sure broke to her is 70K. She's a fucking loser. Let's just keep it moving.
Because in the end, it's still begging. And maybe that lady meant to say, at least she has a man that stays. Yours leave as soon as you start begging for rent.
What I'm about to say is just like the tiniest bit insane. But I have been cheated on in almost every single relationship that I have ever been in. And
Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
relationship that I have ever been in my entire life. That is a crazy and insane thing to say. With that being said, I have a huge thing against cheating. I'm talking like even if my friends cheat, like it's just against my morals, my values, and like I can't do it. Like I can't put up with it in any way, shape, or form, regard. It does not even matter. With that also being said, yesterday when I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, I was literally watching that episode. I was clutching my pearls.
Okay, so whatever that is, whatever that shit is on her hand is the black flag enough. And then like the tattoos on her arm, this woman has been fucking been rolled hard and put away wet. Stay away. And back to that Asian bitch real quick. Like they're not smart enough to realize being the stereotypical snarky gold digging cunt isn't what inspire rich men to wife you up. Trying to, if anything, you would sell them the good girl next door act, and I'm not here for your money, and I love you for you. She's not even smart enough to sell them that dream. So yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Clutching my pearls and gnawing at the bars of my room, going kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. I was endorsing cheating. And you know what? It's acceptable.
Except when it happens to you. You can talk about having morals and then showing everyone that you really don't. Cheating is cheating regardless who's on the other hand, regardless if you like the other person or not. If I don't like you, should I find you being cheated on acceptable? No, cause then I'll have the same level of morals you have, which are basically non-existent.
Y'all ever notice how it's only overconsumption when we're talking about women? Labubus, matcha, purses, blind boxes, etc. But like when men spend thousands of dollars on hundreds of thousands of pairs of sneakers, it's not over. I've never seen anybody use the word overconsumption when it comes to men collecting things. Ever. So I'm gonna need y'all.
Now shut the fuck up. How about you stop comparing yourself to a man? You're not a man, bitch. Here we go with this feminist fuck shit. Another bitch who's gonna be single for life. Ugh. Their faces are so hunchable. And I don't mean fuckable. Replace the H with a P. Like these new modern cunty annoying bitches, their faces are so hunchable. Replace the H with the P. I mean, don't get me wrong, she got some nice full lips, so her face is fuckable too, but you get my drift.
I'm gonna need y'all to just like lay off of women for a second.
Oh, princess, I'm gonna do that at the exact time you lay off men. Did you really compare someone buying sneakers with you buying a bunch of Labubu's dolls? Like you don't have 30,000 pairs of shoes, one for each occasion? What else you're gonna have a problem with me buying? Clothes that fit? That gonna be next? Wouldn't have been a better argument saying I'm not doing that because I'm not gonna do anything. Patriarchy is pushing down on me, so I'm not buying a matcha cappuccino daily. Shouldn't be that hard to realize. Complaining about something you partake in, it's basically just empty noise.
Here's a few secrets I've learned about boys from my endeavors over the years. Never tell them how bad you've been done dirty in the past. I swear to God, it gives them ideas. As fun as the story is.
It's not that it gives them ideas. It's that you're only attracted to the men who are gonna do you dirty. That's what got your pussy wet about him in the first place. The inkling that he may just do you dirty. So I don't think it's the fact that it gives them ideas. They just think like, oh, cool, I could do that to this stupid bitch too. I was wondering. I mean, it's what I was gonna try to do anyway, but that just confirmed it.
Ideas. As fun as the story is to tell, I've learned that I actually have to stop telling the stories because it sets the standard of how you allow yourself to be treated. Like if you tell a guy, oh yeah, like my last relationship was a little bumpy towards the end, but he generally like treated me really well. He's gonna be like, oh my god, so she has standards. Like I have to keep up with them. If a guy is immediately like obsessed with you without even really getting to know you or understand you, he doesn't actually like you, he's just filling some type of void within himself. He talks mad shit about a girl, do not believe a word that he says. He's probably in love with that woman and can't have her. Or just wants to sleep with her and can't have her. Men don't respond by words, they respond by actions. He's telling you he's gonna change and be better, don't believe it until you see it. Guys are obsessed with confidence. That's why people say, oh, men love bitch. Men don't love bitch. Men love girls that are so sure of themselves, like they're not afraid to put a man in his place. I don't know what it is, but they love it.
I mean, she's cooked. It's sad, man. It's what is she, 25 max? These bitches are cooked at such early ages, man. It's fucking sad. It-
In our generation, so many guys are just absolutely obsessed with their exes. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why, but I have talked to so many guys about it. So many of my guy friends about it. Not all of them, but just look for the signs. Beware. As always, take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Wait, what? Well, I thought you're an expert on men. Isn't that what you said at the beginning? These are secrets I...
Let's take a look at something real quick. um, let's take a look at something real quick. How much did makeup make her look better? Let's see if we can. Okay, that's a good pause point. So, yeah, women should be banned from using social media. Facts. So let's take a look at what we would rank her here. This is still some makeup, but less makeup than what she's about to put on. What would you rank her here? Let's see if there's a number change. What would you rank her here with minimal makeup somewhat compared to what we're going to rank her when I fast forward it to after makeup? I mean, I don't think she's unattractive necessarily here. but I would give her. I mean, this is above average. I would give her. uh, I'd give her a 6, 7, 6 or 7. I give her a 6. I give her a 7. Fuck it. I give her a 7. So let's see what she looks like. I mean, if we count an attitude, then yeah, she's a 1. But let's see what she looked like after the makeup was done. I feel like it got worse. Wait, hold on.
About boys or not? I thought you were about
With a great assault.
Wait, what? Well, I thought
With the signs, beware. As always, take everything I.
Okay, now how much did that enhance her beauty? Okay, shout out to John. He says a 7. So we on the same page. She was about a 7. Me and John on the same page. She was a 7 before. So what is she now? Let me see if I change my opinion after the makeup. I guess I gotta admit, yeah, she looks better now. I'll give it to her. Every woman doesn't look better with makeup. I would say she looks better now. So I would give her a. Ah, hmm. What do y'all think now? I definitely think she looks better now. I mean, it probably took her from a 7 to a 8.5 in my opinion. I don't know what you gave her before though, Showtime. What did you give her before, Showtime? I think it bumped her up a point and a half. I give her a point and a half upgrade. But let's continue.
about boys. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Did you find those out about boys or not? I thought you were sure of those things. It can't be that those are things you've heard someone else say on TikTok, can it? No, that's impossible, because then you would take everything they said with a grain of salt. You wouldn't just make a stupid TikTok just for the sake of making a stupid TikTok, right?
Okay, please tell me I'm not the only one because I feel like I'm about to literally go that shit crazy. Ever since the 999 portal, I don't know why I have wings all of a sudden. Ever since the 999 portal, and over the last 24, 48, 72 hours, I have been experiencing some wild shit, and I'm struggling to comprehend. Like,
These bitches are fucking retarded. That shit is frustrating at times. Women are fucking retarded. What would we rank her? This is a bad spot to pause it on. Trying to see.
Making a stupid TikTok, right?
okay, please tell me I'm not the only one because I feel like I'm about to literally go that shit crazy. Ever since the 999 portal,
What would y'all rank her? I don't find her attractive at all. I would give her a 4. I would give her a 4. But you know what's funny about women being so fucking stupid and goofy and retarded? If they got any type of cuteness on them, they'll still walk around most people like they're better than them. It's like, no, bitch, you are slow. Like you are not. I don't care how nice your ass is, how nice your body is, how cute you are. Like you are slow. You're not better than me. You weren't better than me when I was at my worst in life. Whatever.
ever since the 999 portal, I don't know why I have wings all of a sudden. Ever since the 999 portal, and over the last 24, 48, 72 hours, I have been experiencing some wild shit, and I'm struggling to comprehend. Like, I've been in the spiritual development conscious community, like, and consider myself woke for a number of years.
She's not ugly. I mean, maybe I don't know. Let me go back to a little bit. Let's see. Like right there, she looked halfway decent right there on this pause spot. What up, Lauren? Oh, we missed some feminine energy, Lauren. It was a pretty good stream, Lauren. I might leave it up. She look a lot cuter right there. Oh yeah, for sure. That's Hezo. That's true. The cute ones seem more ruined than. Wait, the cute ones seem more ruined than the ugly ones. That's true. They are a lot more dick than ran through them and bad experiences.
Community and consider myself woke for a number of years, but I have never experienced the magnitude of instantaneous manifestations. It's literally as if I'm thinking of something and I haven't even finished thinking of it, and then something will pop into my field, in my physical environment, and be as if it's a reply to me. It's as if my spirit guides are literally cracking through the matrix and replying to me instantaneous. And it's kind of scaring me a little bit. Oh my god.
Ooh.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit?
I keep saying this and I'm still waiting for anyone to prove me wrong. You will never find an unattractive woman saying stuff like that. 999 portal shouldn't be those numbers upside down. And that's not to say that unattractive women don't think like this or they never try to say out loud stuff like that. They just had to not say those stuff out loud because the first man they've met was, you've guessed it, calling them crazy.
This is a message for men. If a woman gives you any advice on beauty,
Let's play the rating game. Come on, Cold Blue, still get pissed that I'm not letting them talk. I'll let her talk eventually. But what are we rating this one? Is that her chin? Hold up. I don't think that's her chin. So yeah, what are we rating this one? I'm gonna try to be nice. I hate those stupid fucking eyebrows. Um, they're so childish. They'll follow anything that TikTok tell them to do. Fucking children mentally. I would give this woman. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's ugly. I mean, those eyebrows are pissing me the fuck off. But I would give her. I mean, yeah, she like a 5. She's not hideous. I don't think she's hideous looking. I give her she's a 4 or 5. She a 4 or 5.
or fashion, take it.
The first man they've
This is a message for men. If a woman gives you any advice on beauty or fashion, take it. If she's saying you'd look better without your beard, it has to go. Get rid of that hideous camouflage top. Get rid of it. She tells you your butt looks flat in jeans. Get rid. Get that shirt. It'll look really good on you. Get that shirt. And hairstyle would look really good on you. Get that hairstyle. I'm waiting to see some kind of video on the internet where a woman advises a man to change something in his appearance and he looks worse. It doesn't exist. Women give you this advice for a reason and you will look a million times better. Prove me wrong and find a video. If you're looking to get some one-on-one advice to glow up, make yourself totally irresistible, sign up on my Join Muse link at the top of my page.
Yeah, let me not do that. Never found in my entire life a woman that was not trying to change a man. And the problem with that is she's not trying to change the man's appearance because of how good he is gonna look. She's gonna try to change him and everything about him according to her own personal preferences. I could shave my beard because you don't like it, or I could just find the next woman that likes it. And you could not start a relationship with me, or better yet, not even a conversation, hoping that I'm gonna shave my beard sometimes.
I'm always I just want to meet a guy organically. I don't want to do the dating apps. I just want to meet him in the wild. I want him to come up to me at Whole Foods and be like, hey, do you want to go get a drink? But realistically, if a guy came up to me at a Whole Foods and asked me if I wanted to grab a drink, I would be like, get the away from me, you freak weirdo. I'm just trying to food shop. Can women have any peace these days,
Well, unfortunately for me, I do know because I'm on TikTok. I've seen at least 1,000 of you saying the exact same thing using the exact same words. Fortunately, in a way for me, though, I care about your struggle just as much as I did the first time I've heard it.
The bar is very low today, and you must be strict with them to be respected, okay? When you are at the bar or at the restaurant with your girlfriends or even by yourself, and a man comes to you, you must expect him to buy you a drink or to offer you something within the first minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you're not gonna like what I have to offer. How's this for an idea? If the bar is low today, just wait until tomorrow. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and then buy a cat and, expect the cat to make you feel better because I won't. Don't really care about what you expect.
It's not soft.
I think of it in
It's not soft.
1, 2, right?
It's not soft.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What kind of shit is that?
Cold Blue Steel. I hope that was $35 worth of snow bunnies.
To be like GQ fine, but I would like him to be very good looking. Ambitious, because like you said earlier, you may end up starting a business, but if you're working, you can provide for yourself and you have the means to date. Because some guys think like, oh, because I'm a single man, I have means to date. But you know, come on now, I don't want to be outside if you broke, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm all with the cheap dates or but I just like someone that could be, independent and provide for themselves, of course.
She say she don't want cheap dates. Let me hear that one more time. I'm probably about to get off here, Cold Blue Steel. I'm gonna see if I can finish this and then get off. I mean, I might come back on tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's already about to be 5 on my end. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
I don't want to be outside if you broke, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm all with the cheap dates or but I just like someone that could be, independent and provide for themselves, of course.
Okay. Should he? What are your deal breakers?
Alcoholism, alcoholic, being an alcoholic, a bum, because you can have a great personality, you can be very talented, but be bummy. Like you have the means to make good money, you just don't get up and do it. That's very much a deal breaker for me. Someone who's not serious, because I feel like we can have fun, but there is times where you have to take life serious, you have to take dating serious and not play with people's time. So
Okay. All right. Should he look a certain way?
well, of course we all want them to be fine. Like I would like a fine man. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't really date. I don't date white men. I'm real adamant on that. I just don't date white men. That's
Okay. I think if anybody, I think it looks weird when you are a race and you won't date your own race. But I don't think anybody has a problem if you are not that race and you say you don't date that race. You get approached.
Like, well, I guess Kendra think we weird, y'all. I guess Kendra think we weird. Cause put a 1 in the chat if you just flat out wouldn't seriously date a B dub. And you can y'all already know I wouldn't. So put a 1 in the chat if you just flat out wouldn't seriously date a BW.
By a lot of white men?
I was stalked by a white man, which I think is why.
Like, what? What?
Everything she says is making this shit way worse.
You just saying anything now, ho.
What kind of shit is that?
I don't. I just can't do it. I feel like when you're, I don't know, I'm darker skinned, so they be kind of obsessed with my skin color, and I just feel like I'm a woman like anybody else. Just because I'm darker don't mean just be all obsessed with me. So that's all I'm saying.
I got you. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I feel like he should at least make about 50,000 a year or more. Just because I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm kind of in a different tax bracket myself. Um, and I don't want to be with anybody that feel like I'm expensive, because I've had guys say like, "Oh, she's a little expensive," but when you're a hairstylist, you make a lot of money, and I'm an advanced hairstylist, so a lot of my clients come in and they pay a lot of money. So when I go out and do things for myself, I know how I like to. I like to, so.
Okay. Let's do that. Kendra Kim, I got you, girl.
What
A
did she
lot of
say?
money, and I'm an advanced hair.
I missed it.
And I don't want to be with anybody that feel like I'm expensive, because I've had guys say like, "Oh, she's a little expensive," but when you're a hairstylist, you make a lot of money, and I'm an advanced hairstylist, so a lot of my clients come in and they pay a lot of money. So when I go out and do things for myself, I know how I like to. I like.
Hey, let's give it to her. Let's say she makes six figures, because I mean, a lot of money is relative. To some people, even at 35, 60K is a lot of money. If they're used to making 20K their whole life, 25K, 60K is a lot of money to her. But let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say she make 100K. We'll just give it to her as a hairstylist. What she just said is, I make 100K and I blow 100K, like a lot of these bitches. They make it and they blow it. They ain't putting no money in retirement and nothing. 35, it's time to start taking shit like that serious, retirement and shit. Not making 100 and blowing 100.
To, so.
Okay. Let's do that. Kendra Kim, I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Kendra Cam. Kendra Cam, hold on. Because I am tall, so.
Okay, we gotta see your legs. Your Wi-Fi messing
My
up over here
legs.
too. Your Wi-Fi messing up over here too, girl.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, this has to do with the app. Your Wi-Fi went out on the app.
Hold on, because you should be able to see me. Hello?
We can see you, but it's blurry. Okay, we gotta see your legs though,
Okay. I'm tall, so this is like.
Okay. Are you? Okay, I can see you, girl.
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that shit on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads.
Bitch don't care my vibe. Bitch don't care my vibe.
Y'all are big bitches. You are big. You are huge. You can knock me the fuck out. Me and my puppy. Bitch, you a big ass linebacker. You's a big bitch. You're huge. You're huge. Nothing scares you. I know you can fight. Bitch, you don't give scared of nobody. Like you give protected and respected. Y'all wanna be small and cute so bad. Like y'all big ass hoes. Sit the fuck down.
Okay. I'm tall, so this is like.
Okay. Are you so? Oh, ooh, okay. I can see you, girl.
Was
All
that
right.
good?
Yes. Okay. All right. When was your last relationship?
Oh, my last relationship was 8 months ago.
8 months ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
8 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on is being a little more open. Let's see. I don't know. 3 flaws I have to work on: being a little more open. I don't know. I've been working on a lot of my flaws lately. That's been like the theme of.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Something is wrong here.
I don't know. I've been working on a lot of my flaws lately. That's been like the theme of life right now, is just getting myself 100% where I should be. So a lot of things I used to do, I don't do anymore. I'm more toward a, positive journey and transformation and all of that. So right now, I just think it's being more open, because I kind of put myself in a shell since I've had, long relationships and engagements that really didn't go where I wanted them
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
to go. So I said, let me work on me and see if there's anything that I can change about myself to, just become a better woman. So
What did you change about yourself?
I started meditating more. I lost 50 pounds. I rebranded my business. I relocated from Ohio to Miami.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Could have stayed in Ohio, baby. You were Miami 1. Shit, in Ohio, you could have been a 4. You're a Miami 1. You should. She had a bright idea. Maybe I can get the rich man if I move my fat ass to. I ain't even gonna go there. Look, these bitches always try to find a bright idea. If I move to Miami, no, that made it worse. Like this whole interview, everything you've been saying has been making it worse. You moving to Miami made your dating options worse.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Business. I relocated from Ohio to Miami. Because I'm originally from Ohio. So also I just got closer to God. I started doing more healthier choices with food and lifestyle, things like that.
Okay. All right. And what's the age range you would date? Ashley, you're 35.
Okay, so 50 is pushing it. I feel like 50, if you're a genuinely good guy and good looking guy, I would go for it. Okay. But I'm not dating anything younger than 35 unless you just like apply all types of pressure. So
Anything younger than 35.
yeah, no younger than 35.
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Ashley?
I believe a guy would be lucky to be with me because I am 100% the total package.
Grow the fuck up. Grow up.
That shit can't be forgiven by any man who has any common sense.
Huh? Have you ever wanted to believe in something, even though you knew it couldn't be true? Did you ever want to believe it so bad
You didn't pay attention to what your common sense was telling you? Absolutely not.
None of them believe you. And if they were in your face, they would be looking like this. That's how people will look at you if you were telling them that face to face. Like a real one. Nobody believes you.
I know I already have like a ready-made family, but I have really good kids. Like I said, no drama. I'm a
Think about it. Getting in a relationship with her, you are getting in a relationship with 7 people. You have to get along with 7 different personalities. Her 3 kids, her 3 baby daddies, and her. Just let that simmer on your brain.
great woman, great ambitious woman. You know, I would love to have a provider, but I do provide for myself. So, you know, I just feel like I'm very loving, very nurturing, also cool to be around. I don't really pressure people too much, like, oh, you have to be this or you have to be that. I just want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy, healed, and you know, just have fun. Like so.
Okay. Would you date a man with 3 kids?
I would date a man with 3 kids because I love kids. I absolutely love kids. One of my part-time, that's why I say I'm an entrepreneur. So I work as an after school teacher some days of the week. I also work as a hairstylist, like I said earlier, but I love children. I love my children. We have a great relationship. So yeah.
Would you date a man with 3 kids by 3 women?
If there's no baby mama drama.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Yes,
Okay.
I would.
Yes, she would. All right. So I
That's
remember
what-
you were on the app. So what's your name on the app?
Just read a couple comments. And then I'm out. How long have I been online? This has been like 3 hours. The fuck? That's crazy. 3 hour stream randomly. This says I'm the total package. No, you're not, ma'am. Not with 3 children by 3 different men. An average at best looking. This says if you're a woman in a relationship but you don't see them as husband material, then you should both be using protection until you get married, not the other way around. It may feel good not to use protection, but this is how you end up with multiple children by multiple different men.
I don't use condoms, baby. Right. I'm the raw dog queen.
Hey mom, I don't know if I'll be back later. If I do, it'd probably be 7 or 8, 2 or 3 hours if I do come back. Be on the lookout. Um before I go,
Hey, what's up everyone?
before I
I hope
go.
you're all having a wonderful day or night. But for now, let's get into the video.
I see my comments all the time, guys.
See those tits one more time. Um what are we rating her? Don't include the tits. What are we rating her from 1 to 10? Just face. Just face. What are we rating her? I'd give her she's a strong 7. Strong 7. Lauren says 6. Yeah, she has 6 or 7. Okay, now include the tits. Okay, everybody give me a score before the tits, and then if you include the tits, give me a score after that. So give me 2 scores. Give me a 2-number score. Before the tits and after considering the tits. Lauren say with the tits is only a 1 point boost. Okay, if I say with the tits, I'll give her a strong. I think I would give her a. I would give her a strong 7. Just, I mean, she's a 6 or 7, but I'll give it to her. I'll give her a 7 without considering the tits. With considering the tits, as far as just who I want to fuck on a weekend, uh, yeah, I'll give her a 8.5 with the tits. She probably looks like her dad. I don't mean that as an insult, but she has that I look like my dad look. Really great tits, though. I just wanted to say that. Those are perfectly fuckable. See, some tits are big, but they're not really fuckable. You need a little hang for them to be a good tit fuck job. You know, she has like the perfect titty fuck tits. Is this TMI? All right, let's get out of here. It's time for me to go. I might catch y'all tonight at 8 ish. Maybe not. Remember how others treat you. Oh, before I go, one more thing before I go. I want to show y'all the new merch one more time. The new merch is freedom without purpose and discipline makes a slave to selfish desires. That's the new merch. Get your coffee mug now, even though it only gives me like maybe $3 out of this $16.99. Get your coffee mug now, or your t-shirt, or your hoodie, your sweatsuit, whatever the fuck. I guess it's about to start getting chilly again. Get your freedom without purpose and discipline makes a slave to selfish desires hoodie for $43.99, and I'm only gonna see fucking $7 of that or something. Let's see, maybe 8. What's 8 times? I mean, yeah, maybe $8. Ladies. Anyway, all right, I'm out. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, John. Shout out to Rumble.